Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Kansas State Wildcats. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Colorado!
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game. And I think we're going to see plenty of big plays, especially when you have a couple of guys who can spin the bean like these dudes, Jesse.
These are two guys that can reach every corner of the field. Every throw is at their disposal. We're expecting these offenses to go up and down the field.
Yeah, and it's just got to be so fun to play skill positions for these quarterbacks. Like, you're always open. He's going to throw it a lot. They're going to give him a leash to be able to do that. Just a fun day of fireworks.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. On the run, it's Edwards. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Johnson looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Running it back, it's Hunter. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Offense set on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. They'll run play action. Looking left. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Fires left. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll pull it down on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. A third and long coming up here. Johnson wants to throw it. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Takes a shot. Complete to the left. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. New Mexico State is going to enjoy the trip back to Las Cruces after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Aggie Memorial Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes a grab over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Now he's going to break the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Hunter. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Using the quick game. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He's going to pass. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's back to throw on second down. Got him downfield. Past the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bucs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Getting some heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Kansas State pushing the pace.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How could you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Now on second down.
On the side. Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Second down.
The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Johnson looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Going to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Kansas State will have to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play, the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Feeling some heat. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. First down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry up.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Hunter. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
To the air, it's Sanders. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking down the middle, working that left side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. back to the air one more time. They're trying to get to it. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Brings up second down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get to it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves,